guys, how would you feel if you just been separated from your mother, and if you guys didn't find her in just a few days, she would completely forget about you and move on? I know it sounds crazy, right? But in Carl Hyacint's Scat, an endangered creature is put in this very situation. A panther cub, to be more specific.
What happens in the book?
The story revolves around the actions of a teenage boy named Nick Waters. Nick is trying to expose the truth behind a supposed wildfire in a swamp, which was actually started by an oil company. Nick and his friends also worked through multiple hardships to unite a panther cub with its mother.
But why would the company set a swamp on fire?
They're trying to illegally drill for oil on state-owned land, and they started the fire to prevent students in Nick's biology class, which came to the swamp on a field trip, from discovering the drilling site. But when they are questioned by investigators who believe the fire to be arson, they go great lengths to frame a friend of Nick for the crime, Dwayne, a boy who has a history of purposely starting fires. When officers come to the school to arrest Dwayne, he runs from them and hides out in the woods.
Okay, what's that got to do with the abandoned panther cub?
Before the company started,
Spit it out, Junior.
before the company started the fire, they spotted a mother panther wandering around a drilling site and shot at her, narrowly missing her but scaring her away. And while the students were preparing to leave the burning swamp and return to school, Nick sees his biology teacher, Mrs. Bunny Starch, head back into the blaze to retrieve a child's medicine. She goes missing in the swamp, however, and does not return to school the following day. After a few days, Nick and his friend Marta realize something is wrong and return to the marsh, where they find Mrs. Starch has been caring for a baby panther, a task placed upon her by a mysterious man named Felice Brief. She explains the story of how the fire was deliberately started, how the oil company shot at the cub's mother, and how Twilly and Dwayne, both of whom are skilled trackers,
Like spasms.
are working hard to find her so they can return her cub. After hearing her story, Nick and Marta both feel obliged to help.
Obliged.
Obliged.
It sounds like a great book. So what happens at the end?
Yeah, did they save the panther?
I'm afraid there's only one way to find out. Will Nick and his friends succeed? Or will the company's plot never be revealed? Find out for yourself in Scat by Carl Hyacint.